Alright. Giving the new action camera another test, this time on the noisier DRZ. Let's see what we get here. Man, sometimes I hear my voice bounce back at me when I haven't ridden in a while, and I realize what a teenager I sound like. It can't be helped. Maybe it's because I enjoy having so much fun. I just couldn't fully have my voice change. It's we had a high today here in Boise, Idaho, of pushing 50. All right, you're focused in. And it's been pretty rainy, and it's supposed to be rainy again the next few days. So it's a little late in the day, around 4 o'clock or so, but I had to get out at least for a few minutes. But it's always it seems like it's always a hassle. I'm so disorganized. I have stuff, I don't know where our backpack is, or this or that, or can't find my cleaning wipes for the windscreen. But if I endure, get on the bike and make it happen, it's always worth it. Just like on those camping trips that are, especially the single nighters, big old camping trips, a pain in the rear, but once you get there and get established and the mind starts to clear, it's almost always worth it. There's been a few times where I just couldn't get into the mode for some reason in the moment, and ended up packing up and going home, but that's pretty rare. Woohoo! Yep, it is a nice day. It's been a pretty tame fall so far. It's, what is it, the 6th of December? 6th or 7th? Yeah, the 6th. So, I mean, we're still, over 2 weeks away from the official start of winter, but I'm not going to complain about what we've had so far. Maybe we'll have a real mild winter. Last year wasn't all that bad. We got good snow in the mountains, but down here and on my trucking route, which goes to eastern Idaho and back here to Boise, didn't really see a whole lot of snow. There was one really bad storm that had me stuck out overnight, but other than that, it was pretty tame. Let's see, do I want to go right? No, we'll keep going here. I wish I had dirt roads just down the block from me. I'm just going to be riding around the town for a little bit. Maybe stop back in at Cabela's where I stopped by earlier. They have some good prices on their own brand of tactical belts. So I might pick one up. I've been thinking about maybe carrying more, which is a pretty normal thing here in Idaho. As long as you're a resident, we have constitutional carry, so you don't need a concealed carry permit. You can open carry around in the chamber. It's your choice, as it should be. So I think that's fair. We need to always fight for our rights and enjoy our freedoms as long as we have them, as long as we can keep them. Idaho is getting more and more people on the liberal side of the spectrum, the liberal left. There's such a division now in America. It's really sad. I just kind of want to hug everybody and say it's going to be okay. We'll get through this, and let's have open dialogue. Let's talk about stuff. And there's so much media that's just lying anymore, and then social media compounds it all, and it's pretty awful. I try not to look too deep into it, but it's also my portal to the outside world, the social media and YouTube. And I don't know, if I could wave a magic wand, as they say, I would uninvent social media at least. Here, let's go in front of the driver's license. No, the registration and plates and stuff. Department of Motor Vehicles here. Make a little noise. You know, I'm a 51-year-old aging man, and you know, every time I come up to a curb like this, I just want to, California stop, I just want to go right up and then hop off, you know, but knowing my luck, the wrong person at the right time will see it, then I'll have a problem. Oh yeah, so I was talking about feeling like a hooliganism. If I was a younger man, I know exactly the sort of things I'd be doing on this, and stuff I'm not going to do now. Except I might go up here. Looks like a good spot to park. Yeah, perfect. Look at this. I've always been one to, if there's plenty of space and I'm out of the way, to hop on a, whatever you would call this here. Not exactly a sidewalk, but concrete, you know, outside of a store, whether Walmart or here. I've only ever heard anyone say something to me once, and he was pretty nice. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, he wasn't super nice, but I was kind of in the way. All right, let's go see if I can find a belt. All right, well, success. Tactical belt and a hand buried down in there. Very nice. Hopefully it works out good. It's my first one, so we'll see what we get. Recordage. Now, of course, I can't help myself but to have a little bit of hooliganism. I took bigger hits than that on my V-Strom. Alright. Yeah, it's amazing how much my mood changes when I get out on a bike, especially on a day like this. I have to bundle up a little bit, but it's nice. It's better than 95 or 103, that's for sure. And let's see, I haven't tested this camera with and mic combo rather, out on the freeway, so let's go get a little bit of that going. You know, this bike is perfectly capable of the freeway, doing the freeway 65, 70, but it just always feels, as you would expect, you know, always a little wound out. It just doesn't feel right. Oh yeah, see, I was reaching for 6th gear, which I don't have. Classic. There we go. Can you hear me now? If I could sprout some wings, I'd feel like I was flying right into the sun, right into heaven. Oh, and I went the wrong way. Well, it's alright. Just a little more time on the freeway, I guess.